Trauma triggers are reminders of our original trauma that send us into fight or flight mode, even when we are in a safe environment. That means that we grab for whatever we can that's going to calm our bodies as fast as possible. Now, that's not always the best thing because we could be reaching for something that's going to really bite us in the butt later or get in the way of us nurturing ourselves. So this could look like you ditching that yoga class that's usually so refreshing because the classroom smells like lavender and mint, which is what your professor wore when she informed you that you were no longer graduate school material, even though you had a 3.8 GPA. Or it might be your avoidance of basketball courts, where you once found strength and agility because of all those games you played with your dad, who criticized your every move. This also might be you pushing your dream man away because he tickled you in that spot, the one where your perpetrator tickled you to groom you into sexual acts. So these are dysfunctional behaviors. They might be calming in the moment, but later on down the road, they really do hurt you. I'm Dana Hicks, a licensed clinical mental health counselor, and I have 4 full body responses to triggers that will calm your body without the regret later. So, the first trick is the L, which means we're making an L with our arms. So one arm goes all the way up, and then the other one goes only halfway up. And the trick is to move your arms at a pace that they both get where they're going at the same time. So you have to think about what's happening on both sides of your body at the same time, which is calming to the nervous system. So once you do an L on one side and float it back down, switch arms so that the opposite arm is going all the way up. And then the other opposite arm is going halfway up. So it looks like L on one side, float it down, and then L on the other side, and float it down. Okay, so once you are comfortable with that, add the breath. So you're breathing in as your arms are going up, and exhaling as your arms are going down. Inhaling as your arms are going up, exhaling as your arms are going down. And then once that gets comfortable, then add going up on your toes. So when you inhale, you're going up on your toes. So inhale, up on your toes in the L. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, other side, all the way up on your toes, inhale. And exhale. So that's the L. And the trick is you're doing different things on different sides of your body, which is calming to the nervous system. So trick number 2 is called the double Ferris wheel because your arms are going in circular motions on different sides of your body. So we'll start with just one hand. One hand goes forward, up, and around to the back, and all the way down. So forward, up, around, and down. Now the other arm is going to go in the opposite direction. Again, we are doing different things on different sides of the body, which makes the brain talk to itself, and it calms the nervous system. So here we go. One hand goes forward, the other goes back. They come straight up at the same time. They're halfway at the same time, and down at the same time. Halfway up, halfway down. You really have to talk to both sides of your body at the same time. And then add the inhale when you get comfortable with that movement. So as you raise your arms up, you're breathing in. And as you lower your arms, you're breathing out. Okay, when you get comfortable with the breath and the movement, then you can add raising up on your toes on the inhale. So hands go up, breathing in, and you're on your toes. Exhale, your arms go down, and your heels touch the floor. Inhale, raise up on your toes, your hands are going up, and you're breathing in. Exhale, hands go down, heels touch the floor. Okay, so that is the double Ferris wheel. So, trick number 3 is hands and knees with the opposite limb stretch. So, come to hands and knees. Your palms are on the floor. So are your knees and your shins. Okay, so reach out with one arm and the opposite leg. Okay? And rotate your wrist in one direction and your ankle in the other direction. So I have to think about this. Ooh. It's challenging. Okay, so then try reversing the direction of each joint. So, oh wow. And again, we're making our brain, different parts of our brain, talk to each other, which gives us something to focus on other than the stressor, and it calms the nervous system physically. Okay, and then switch to the other side, other arm, other leg. Rotate your wrist in one direction and your ankle in the other. Okay, now reverse the direction of each limb. So you're still going opposite directions. It's just reverse from the first time. Wow. Okay, so that is the tabletop opposite limb stretch. So step number 4 is happy baby opposite limb rotation. So I say happy baby because that's the name of the yoga pose that we're sort of in. So come on your backs and your feet are up and your hands are up. Okay? And rotate your hands in one direction and your feet in the other direction. Ooh, yay. Yeah, it makes you think. It's good for your brain. This is helping your brain and your nervous system calm. And then reverse direction of each. Yeah, reverse the direction of each. And it doesn't, if you get off, no big deal. Just the fact that you're trying and making your brain do something that it's not used to doing is enough. Okay, all right, so then you can play with it and take one hand in the opposite foot and go opposite directions with each. And then with the other hand and foot. That is happy baby opposite joint rotation. So to review, you now have 4 full body responses you can use in response to triggers that will calm your body without the regret. The first one is L, the L. The double Ferris wheel is number 2. Hands and knees with opposite hand and foot rotation is number 3. And then happy baby lying on your back and rotating your hands opposite your feet is number 4. So, in conclusion, you now have the choice between continuing your current responses to triggers or practicing and learning these as an automatic response to triggers. Either way, your body will probably be calm after the trigger response. But with the ones in this video, you don't have to worry about regretting them. So, I would love to hear which one is your favorite, how they have helped. Anything else you want to tell me in the comments below. Also, feel free to subscribe and share with no strings attached.